Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Terrible accident. What do we do? What do we do? This looks like a good idea. It's, alright, right click. Here we go. What's going on? There we go. From the bottom up. Fire safety 101. Okay. So, missed that little message. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing? Alright. Emergency mode, that's not good.
Greetings, survivor. Great job not dying.
Thank
to
you.
assist you in further survival in emergency situations.
Oh, please do.
You have been issued this personal data assistant. The interface visible now will organize your inventory, display currently available construction blueprints, and holds other valuable information. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with it.
Alright, I'm pretty familiar with this. If you guys aren't familiar with me, welcome to the channel. I have quite a few videos out there of different things in the Subnautica world. How, you know, directions and
Situational assessment. Time T plus 3 hours since planet fall.
It's been 3 hours.
Life pod hull secure. Communications offline.
Good. Well, I'm glad the hull is secure. Communications are offline. That sucks, even though probably on a dangerous planet. But back to what I was saying before I was interrupted by Siri. I have some other videos out there, directions to different places, tips, tricks, yada yada yada. Before I climb out of there, I might say something. I just wanted to get this off my chest. For those of you that are subscribers, well, hello, welcome back. But I had to start a new job, got a little busy, and amongst other things, my hard drive with the game, it failed. It completely just went to crap. So I lost my save. So no worries, went to my backup, and that hard drive was also screwed. So I don't know what happened. I got them all fixed now. Hopefully it doesn't happen again in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and take this time to do a little intro tutorial since I got to start over from scratch. I'm a big fan of survival. I don't really like creative. I think it's too easy. There's really no point in playing it unless you just want to be creative and mess around with base design and explore without, you know, without being, without worrying about being hurt. There we go. Sometimes my thoughts get ahead of my mouth. So, okay, circuitry test failed. Now, when you first start off, yeah, you want to put out that fire. You can exit here or go up out the top and begin your journey. But let's just go over a few things here. This is your communications relay. You'll need to repair that. We'll have to craft a repair tool. Same with this, damaged life pod systems. Use your repair tool. And that's when, I'm trying to think, left mouse click. Well, it's not showing the animation. Usually it whips open and you can see a little med kit. Every time you come here, check and see if that's made a new one, because those are handy to have. Now, space is going to be a little tight when you first start. This is all the space you have. You have room in your inventory, which will suffice for now. But collect as much stuff as you can. It appears that quite a bit of stuff's unlocked when you first start. If you want to take screen captures, just hit F11 and they'll put them in here. It's pretty cool. When you find neat stuff, there's some amazing sights to be seen. Data bank, just in case you want to go back and refer to something if you're confused about a piece of equipment or a message. These are your message logs that you'll get from that lady. And yeah, oh, blueprints. Yeah, these are the blueprints. As you go through the world, you want to build a scanner, and you'll be able to scan items at wreck sites and
Attention.
learn new things.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
Okay, great. Here, we'll go outside, but the blueprints, as you scan those items at wrecks and different places, you can scan creatures as well. There's a lot of stuff to scan. You'll learn more about the world. You'll unlock new blueprints, recipes, so on and so forth. Ping manager, these are for your beacons that you can make. I suggest you make beacons. Use beacons if you ever run into some place you're not ready to explore, you just think you might want to come back, or just a nice reference point. Put a beacon there. It will help you tremendously. They have a compass. You gotta put it on yourself. Let's see here. On your equipment here, you can put 2 modules on here. You know, the compass is handy. You'll get life pod signals that will direct you where you're going. But let's leave it at there and let's go up the top. There's the Aurora in all her beauty.
The Aurora suffered catastrophic hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected in 100-meter range.
Appears that I am the only survivor. Got some birds flying around here now. Just so you know, the first few things you want to do, like I said, repair that stuff and maybe start getting a base going.
Uncharted, ocean planet, oxygen, nitrogen, atmosphere, water contamination, high.
Very high. I don't know if that's with the infection or with the radiation, but as you go from here over to there, it's all radiation infested. There is a way to shut that off. No, I'll make a video on that. I don't think I have a video on that one yet, because when I started making these videos just as a fun little thing to do, I was past that point, but maybe I can get to that. I'm just going to show some starting tips and let's jump on in. Oh, that was a fail. Beautiful. So first thing we need to do is probably start collecting stuff. Oh yeah, I got absolutely nothing. So you want to...
New creature discovered.
Cool. These give you plenty of
Alien
water.
Life forms may have unexpected characteristics and applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy. Good. Life pods are equipped with a fabricator programmed to construct tools and render organic substances edible.
Catching fish can be kind of tricky on the Xbox One, or I don't know if this is on PlayStation, might be on PlayStation as well. But you want to, if you're in survival mode, you want... Okay, when you're in... She talks so much, it's interrupting, but you want to collect fish regularly if you're in survival mode, because you see on the bottom left there, I got an O2 meter. It's going down fast.
Oxygen.
Yep. The heart is your health. Of course, the apple is your diet. You know, if you've been eating. Oh wow, they fixed the shadows. Look at that. It's kind of cool. And the little water droplet is your H2O, your water content. So, but you want to collect various stuff. Keep an eye out for these outcrops. They kind of look like that. They blend in pretty well. But the deeper you go, I think there's 4 different depths of outcrops, like basalt, limestone, so on. You want to click them, collect the material. Saying I need to eat something.
Oxygen.
Nope, I just threw them away. Dang it. Sorry, it's been a moment ever since I crashed. I debated on doing this, but I figured why not. Oh, look at these little guys. These guys are pretty cool. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I might have already died. Yeah, I did. That was a good start, everybody. You'll see what happens when you die. When you die, you just go back to your life pod. You will lose everything that's in your backpack. No big deal. But check out this fabricator. We need a repair tool. There's 4 categories. Resources. These are different things, basic building elements. And of course in the red it tells you what you need. I do not have them. When you do have them, I believe it turns green unless they change the font color since the last update. They update pretty regularly, every 2 to 3 months, I want to say. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. I believe in the end of June of this year, 2017, they plan on coming out with another update. Now water, that bladderfish, that bluefish I'd grabbed, that's what I'm talking about. You bring it in here and you can fabricate filtered water. And food. If you cook the food, It gives you good amount of health. If you want to keep it longer, collect some salt out there, kind of like those outcrops. It'll be on the bottom of the ocean. You just gotta explore and find it. Get yourself some salt. You can cure the fish, and it will last a lot longer. Because the problem with the cooked fish is once you cook it, it rots. It'll rot very, very quickly. So unless you plan to eat it right away, don't cook the fish and go for a little adventure, because it'll probably be rotten by the time you need the food again. And salted fish, I believe it rots it just much, much longer. So it's good for a long journey. And there's some long swims. Until you get some, what do you call it, vehicles, it's a long swim everywhere you go. So we got a scanner that's important to have so we can start learning blueprints from the wrecks we find. Repair tool, we definitely need that. Magnesium, crash fish, sulfuric powder. I don't believe that was a requirement when I played, the last game I played. But I know where to find those, and I'll show you where to find those as well. Beacon, yeah, those are the beacons, copper wire and titanium. It takes quite a bit of copper, but titanium is everywhere. If you need some extra storage, make some waterproof storages, grab spear, not going to worry about that right now. So, back to the important stuff, tools. Need magnesium, titanium, crash fish powder, titanium, and a battery. Yeah, you'll have to go up here to resources for the battery. There it is. Acid mushroom, easy. Those are right outside, and copper ore. So let's get back to it and try not to die. You can pop out the bottom too. It appears to be nighttime. So that's kind of like a minor wreck right here. There's not much here, but there might be at least one thing to scan. But see these little weird mushrooms down here? If you get close to an item, it'll kind of tell you what it is. Acid mushroom. Pick that up. Okay, the lady didn't say anything. I think I need 2 of these, so let's go ahead and make 2 batteries because I'm going to need a scanner as well. I believe it took 2 each. So if you swim down here, these boxes, Sea Glide Fragment. Now,
oxygen.
Yep. Now, Sea Glide Fragment, if you have a scanner.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating risk assessment. Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%.
Okay.
By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%. Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased by 11%.
Well, excellent. It's always good to know. Oh, come here, fish. I need to eat you. It's kind of dark when it's at night. I don't know if you saw him. Come here, come on. But yeah, these fish are kind of hard to catch until you get a sea glide. But yeah, back to what I was saying, that if you get a scanner, you can scan that fragment. And certain items you need to scan 3 different fragments. Others you just need to scan 1. So keep that in mind. It's nice that we got a piece of copper out of that limestone outcropping. That's a good way to find things as well, is to just get them in an outcropping. I don't think we really need quartz right now. Now, crash fish powder, sometimes you saw that cave over there. Crash fish will hang out in these little nodes on the side walls of these caves, and they'll shoot out at you. Just be careful because they will do some damage if they blow up nearby you. And they're kind of like,
New creature discovered.
they'll track you too. Like, you got to keep swimming because they will explode eventually, but they will follow you until they do so. These guys are bad, they'll hurt you. Now, in every update, things seem to get more and more hostile. I forgot about my oxygen. I'm used to having oxygen tanks and stuff like that, so I don't die as quickly. It's kind of weird going back to square one and only having 45 oxygen points. These, pick them up, you can convert them into 4 titanium, but they also take up 4 space. Most items only take up 1 space unless they're larger. So food's getting a little low. It's just one of those unfortunate things. See this, how you can see the life pod there? That's what the beacons kind of look like, but they'll have a different shape depending on, well, the beacons have a different shape, but other things have different shapes as well. Let's swim over here. And at the beginning of the game, you'll realize you got to swim back and forth quite a bit. Where is that thing? There it is. Hopefully I'm not giving you any motion sickness. It's a little weird. Playing it's not so bad. Alright, bladderfish. See how it's green now? You can turn it into water. You want to make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you eat some food. different fish have different amounts of health. They will raise your, I wonder if it'll say anything if I hover over it now. Different amounts. Cured peeper is a pretty good fish. It gives you quite a bit. I'm going to cook that and save it for later. Whole fish is alright as well. As you run into new fish, you'll unlock new recipes you can cook. So these aren't the only fish. The list will get pretty long. Alright, I want to convert resources. Alright, titanium. You can make titanium with your basic metal salvage. Hopefully I'm not bouncing all over the place here, but oh, good. So we got that copper ore, so we can go ahead and make a battery. Okay, I guess I found 2 copper ore. It was just that lady was talking, I didn't notice. Let's see, I thought it said I could make something here. Tools. I think I'll go ahead and make a scanner. So we got that out of the way.
The handheld spectroscope scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvaged technology and to record alien biological data.
Thank you. Now on the computer you just hit your hotkeys for that self-scan down there, or, well, this is... Can I self-scan? That's cool. I had no idea. That's new.
Self-scan. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
Scan all sorts of stuff. Squirmy little fish, though. Not all fish are this slow. It gets real fun when you got like the giant leviathan creatures
Oxygen.
that are super deadly. Those guys are a treat to try and scan because you gotta paralyze them or just run or dodge them. It is a mess. Now, if you just hit your hotkey for E, it'll take whatever's in your hand and put it back in your backpack. I hope I don't get in a scanning frenzy. But we need to find that crash fish powder and magnesium. Magnesium, I believe, is a little bit deeper, but I'm just going to keep hitting these outcroppings and see if I can't get lucky. Sometimes that's the best way to go. You know what? Screw that. I'm not going to waste your all's time scanning crap.
Oxygen.
Yep. Thank you, lady. She's so helpful. Hey, oh. Those guys, little yellow things, the grass pods, if they get worried like they're in danger, see, they'll shoot those things out and they will explode. Some creatures take longer to scan, but I just need to stay ahead of him because if I get anywhere near those things, oh, they do hurt. It's kind of like poison. Now I want to show you, I meant to scan that, oh well. So down here, this thing, I can't remember if I was telling you or not, the brain coral, or purple brain coral at that, if you hover over them and get in the way of their bubbles, they will refill your oxygen. I believe it's 10 or 20 per bubble, unless they've changed those values as well. Oh, you got creature eggs that lay around. I'm going to leave it there for now, but when you build a base, you can build aquariums and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can have your own little fish in there. This creature egg, I believe it's just a random creature, low level or a weak one. However, they do get, you will find unique eggs, I guess is the best way to say it. Trying to find my words. But when you find unique eggs, it'll tell you what kind of fish it is. Alright. Takes a while to surface. If you just hit spacebar, it goes a little quicker. This is a real big drag. I need to build some oxygen tanks, but I also believe I need to learn them. Blue palms, when you get a survival knife crafted, you can come up and cut certain plants and it'll give you seeds, it'll give you food. It will, if you ever need to knock something off, like it says you need coral for a recipe, just hit it with your knife, it'll pop off.
Warning.
More salt.
Local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
Basically, spoiler alert, the Aurora wants to blow up. It's in catastrophic failure, it's not doing too hot, and well, it's doing very hot, actually. I need to remember, where do I find magnesium? I think I need to find some deeper deeper, not limestone outcroppings, but other outcroppings as well.
Oxygen.
Now, depending on your system, it might run a little sketchy. I have a 980 Ti with an i5 4690K processor. It runs okay. It runs a lot better than when it first came out, but it still has its issues. They're working on it. Now, these guys will attack you if you get too close. However, don't worry too much. You can usually swim away from them, stalkers. Now, there's certain items, enameled items, you'll need a stalker tooth. And if that is the case, just wait for them to pick up the wreckage stuff. I'm already forgetting what it's called. The metal salvage?
Oxygen.
Okay. So wait for them to pick up the metal salvage, and then let them swim around with it, and then drop it. And odds will be that they will have, or they'll drop a stalker tooth. Look like, I don't know, little stalker teeth. If you look on the front of their faces, can we get a good look? See those long teeth? Oh, yeah. I overstayed my welcome on that one. So, let me go down there and see if I can't find a stalker tooth, because they used to be very hard to find. Like, not very common whatsoever. Go in my backpack. Oh, I forgot to eat that fish. Now, give me -4 H2O if I eat it, plus 13 food. I'll drop it. Cured pepper. It's going to give you a little less H2O just because it's salted. But left click it to eat it, right click it to drop it. Oh. Right click to get these little buggers off you. They're kind of annoying. Let's try and find some. Try to think what the
Oxygen.
next. Oh my. Way to ruin a game. Come on. I'm trying to show the people. So I'm gonna look around for this stuff, and I'm not gonna spend too much time swimming around scanning things. I think I pretty much filled you in, and when we get that repair tool, sandstone chunk, that's it. It used to be called an outcropping, but I guess they're kind of refining the names a little bit now that the game's been out a while. Gold. Gold is handy. However, we need magnesium. Oh, and crash fish powder. So let's... I need to find some caves. Usually around the starting point, there's
Oxygen.
a few caves that have crash fish. I'm not quite sure. Come on. Go up. Let's see if I get my bearings here. There's the Aurora. I want to say... Now, the Aurora is directly south of your starting location, Life Pod 5. There's other life pods spread around. You'll find the signals from here and there, but that I believe that's completely south. So I want to say there's some caves with crash fish to the north here. So let's head this way. See if we can't find him. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I just got this message: emergency. Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state, and it looks like it has a T-minus going on here. So I wanted to hit the record so you can see, but let's...
The Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a
good.
supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
What? Oh yeah. I want to say they updated that oh, and the radiation. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, they definitely updated that. Alright, let's get back to it. I thought I had found maybe a little cave that there might be a crash fish in. Now the Aurora's toast, there is going to be serious amounts of radiation down in there. So be careful, not down in there, but over there. Okay, right there, you see that? That is a little crash fish little home. When you get close. Whoa, where'd he go? Okay, well, that's a creature egg. Where'd he go? Dang it!
Oxygen.
I wonder if he maybe perhaps went inside the wall. Like I said, there's a few bugs in this game. I've honestly never had that happen before. But I guess there's a first time for everything. Let's see if we can't find another one of those around here. Oh, it's a wall. Oh man, that sucked. We just need one crash fish powder, that's all. That's all, just one. I'll grab some oxygen real quick and go back down. There's quite a few caves over here. I'm gonna have to start looking for some food and water here shortly. There's just nothing. If you wait until it gives you an alert, you're probably too late. Why do I need it? It's pretty standard. This kind of looks like a good cave. What the heck is that? Shuttlebug. That is a new creature as well. Thought I scanned it. I'll scan it again. Okay. We eat you? Oh,
Oxygen.
crap. Oh, crap. Oh, probably toast. Dang it. That sucks so much. I wish your stuff would just, like, fall down to the ground. Oh. Do not dive unless you're prepared. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. Oh, and embarrassing. I need to... Well, I got a few things. That's bad. Oh, yeah. Pro tip, because, you know, I'm such a pro. Every time you enter and leave your life pod, or if you play the game long enough to build a base, it really doesn't take that long to get into base building. You gotta get these basic necessities done, like repairing the life pod and scanning some stuff. Nope, I need you to come back. It will save your inventory. So if in the event that you do die like I just did, when you respawn, it'll be in your inventory. That's why I had a few things, but I didn't have everything. So I don't believe I had any food or water in there. So, well, shall we start again? It's a little embarrassing. Not my best performance here. It's been a little while, a little rusty, but bear with me. I feel like maybe we swim a little faster too without our scanner out. But let us see if we can't find any crash fish powder. For the love of God. Let's do this. Let's find some crash fish. Let's dive. Crash fish. Oh, yep. Crash fish. Stay back. Oh, don't crash fish. Oh. Holy moly. I think they kind of blew up the walls unless I got stuck on something. Now, where's the crash fish powder? Do I need to stab these guys now? Did they completely change how this is done? Nope. Crash fish sulfuric powder. Boom. Sometimes it's a creature egg. Sometimes it is the powder. Might as well go ahead and find that other powder. Yes, we are not losing this crash fish powder. I will listen to you, lady, and I will pay attention. No longer. What is this? Shuttlebug. See? It's still letting me scan that. Usually you can't scan it once you've scanned it once. Good deal. Alright, see you, shuttlebugs. We are out of here. We are Audi 500. Now, usually what I do is, when I find what I've been looking for, great, I will go ahead and head back, but I will pick up some food along the way.
Discovered.
Yep, thank you. Where'd that boomerang fish go? Yes, it looked like a boomerang, but it also... It's a boomerang. It looks like a boomerang. It's called a boomerang. Vein needle. You can plant those in your little aquariums as well. I hope I can get this thing repaired so I can get some health kits, because my health is not looking too hot right now. There's a boomerang. Okay, y'all get the idea. Scanning is hard. The game's getting kind of choppy. Lead. Okay, might need some lead. Oh, dang it, we need some magnesium. Forgot about that. Alright. I think I know where to find some magnesium. Let's go ahead and get the food situation taken care of. There's no sense in doing much more if we're just gonna die of starvation and lose our stuff again. Get out of the way, Ray. God, Ray. It's kind of cool to glow at night. The kelp forest, or the kelp. There are a couple of kelp forests. Forest. I guess I don't need to pluralize it.
Oxygen.
Alright, oxygen. Got it. Build some oxygen tanks, that's it. I wonder if I have the blueprints, because it's going to be real handy. I think I just need titanium if I remember correctly. I just really want some magnesium, but I have a feeling I need to go deeper. I need to get out of this, the starting area. It's commonly known as the shallows. Just so you know, if somebody's saying the shallows, that's pretty much what they're referring to is the shallow part of the map. By the start, more lead. Yeah, magnesium's definitely probably in sandstone outcroppings.
Oxygen.
Where'd the base go? Oh, right underneath it. Well, yeah, figures. I think I got 2 things of food. Got 1 thing of food, 1 thing of salt. Let's catch another fish. Here, fishy, fishies. Here, fishies. See these boomerang fish? They just don't give much nutrition. But we'll go ahead and take it anyways. Come on. I just pound the click button. Just click, 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 click. So that's about the only thing you can do sometimes because these guys are squirming. They definitely do not want to be caught. Notice as well the animations. I believe they've added some new animations. It's real smoky in here. Should probably fix this place. I really like this fabricator. It's kind of cool watching it. You know, I noticed our hydration isn't going down as fast as I thought it used to. Food definitely still is. Maybe it depends on how active you are, how much you will lose your food. I don't know what to call that. I mean, that's your health. I guess nutrition. I guess we can call it nutrition. Okay. About fill this up. Oh, they didn't give us crap. Oh, that's really bad. Oh. Weird. Maybe I wasn't clicking on it right. So there you go. First aid kit. Let's go and use this bad boy because we need it. See what else we can fabricate real quick. One sec, I can make a battery. I'm going to make an extra battery. Just be safe. Want to get an oxygen tank. Might get into making some flare. I don't know. I don't really use flares. Never use them. The pipes and the floating air pump, they're handy, but really you end up just having pipes everywhere, and I've found them to get a little buggy. So glass. I can make an O2 tank. I just need some glass. I believe glass takes 2 quarts. It's something when you start building your base, you'll realize you'll need a lot of glass, or quartz for that matter, and a lot of titanium because it takes quite a bit. But it's real fun building bases as you learn new, you scan new items, different what would you call it? Like equipment, appliances, not like fridge and stove, but they got a vending machine. Modification station. Okay, O2 tank. This is going to raise our... Where'd you go? Oh, it equipped it. It raised our max oxygen by 30 points. So now I guess you gotta wear the oxygen tanks. See, in the past, we'll wear one, but I think if you have some, used to be anyways, that if they were in your inventory in this area, they would still give you the oxygen. So hopefully that's the case, because that'd be real cool. Alright, I don't have enough quartz. Let's store the rest of this stuff and let's go find some magnesium. Okay everyone, don't judge me, but I was being a bit of a dum-dum baby. And then realize you have to, I was looking through this, you have to craft magnesium with salt deposits. So that's pretty simple. So when you're first starting out, just grab 3 salt, jump in here, make your magnesium. Let the lasers do all the work. So we got that made. We got our magnesium. We need to jump in the case, or this storage container. Yeah, this thing. Let's just transfer everything over. Oh, it's transferring the wrong way. Don't tell anybody I just did that. Can't remember. I know we need a battery, for copper, quartz, lead. Let's take a little bit of everything. Where those fish go? Still got my fish. Got some water. That should be good. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Scanner. Magnesium. Oh, please tell me I didn't trash that crash fish powder. Cool. Tools, and let's get a repair tool. Gorgeous. Okay, I want to go ahead and make some food real quick. Still have some salt. Guess I picked some extra up. I thought I only grabbed 2 salt. It's food.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
That's great, thank you. Okay. Let's... Oh yeah, good on health. Drink some more water. Fantastic. Press 4 for our repair kit. Yeah. Ooh, sharp. Okay. Let's get to town.
A new message has arrived.
Good. Okay, we got a message. We'll check that out next. Let's repair this bad boy. Oh, beautiful, fresh air. I thought I was reading somewhere you could put this on. I guess not. I think when you build your base, or maybe it's the Cyclops, the submarine. I'm going to do a video on the submarine now that they've put out the silent running update. Now it has sonar, shields, it can get damaged, you'll need to repair it, it's a mess. And yeah, because I left off at the infection update, so, but now that we got this bad boy fixed, we can really get to focusing on scanning stuff with our scanner, go to some of those wrecks, maybe get a sea glide. That definitely speeds things up. You'll need quite a few batteries though. Self-charging, good. Okay, and maybe get into some basic base building design, but probably need to get some more blueprints before we do that. But I think I'm way over time limit for this video, but I appreciate you all checking out the channel. Please stay tuned for more, helpful hints and tricks for starting out. Hopefully, got something useful and relevant from this video. Just keep in mind, if you're in survival, make sure you eat and drink quite regularly, and get those first 2 items. The scanner, scan. That's how you learn new blueprints. You can find the blueprints, like I said, scanning items, but also animals and creatures and plants. And get that repair thing and start repairing stuff, because when you get your base, you'll need that repair. Also, some of these wrecks, they have broken control panels that you got to repair before you can even get inside the doors. So those are the 2 first things I always strive for. Well, I guess 3: food and water, scanner, and a repair gun. But again, thanks for checking out the channel. If you liked it, hit like. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment. Let me know what I could do better. Like I said, this is just a hobby, so just kind of doing this on the side while I play a game and hopefully help other people out. Because like I said in another video, I started all this because I was having a hard time finding stuff and people weren't giving very good directions. There was a lot of Let's Plays and stuff like that, so I was looking for guidance. So again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.